Hello, this is Shwatanik Mitra. I'm a PhD scholar at IIT Kharagpur in the Department of Industrial and System Engineering under the guidance of Professor Mamata Jenavani. Today I'm going to present my topic an approach to identify provocative and problematic content with social nociceptors. This is basically a conceptual framework we have configured it to identify and extract provocative and problematic content. We are working on it. We start with the problem description. With advent of internet, people are every day bombarded with lots of informations in the form of news, blogs, videos, and social media posts. So, and it is also observable that there is a gradual decrease in the confidence over the mainstream media among the masses. As per a study, it is shown that 36% US citizens trust on the news organization with respect to the 54% in mid 1989. In this post trust era, the news is motivated by individual beliefs and emotions and depriving the true informations. So, news are presented in such a manner which catches people's attention. In such a scenario, stories of uncertain provenance or accuracy accepted by people as fact. Inaccurate or compromised news carries potential threats towards communal harmony, political motives, and hatred among different cultural or religious communities. So, it is utmost important to present an automatic detection method which can identify such misleading information. So, first of all, we have to know what makes an information sensitive to the people. As per psychological studies, it is revealed that confirmation bias and social influences, these two notions, makes an information sensitive to the people. So, what are these two notions? First notion is confirmation bias, which is inclination to the process information in conformity with individuals' preconception. And social influence is the influence which a person gathers from the people around him. So which actually results from hard behavior. Hard behavior is a behavioral science term. It actually reflects when a person start adopting the activity or the nature or the behavior of the people around him. When a person starts gathering that kind of information, so that kind of attitude or that kind of behavior, so that is as a result of hard behavior. So these notion varies. These two notions actually varies across culture, religion, education, economic statuses, and languages. Hence, precise categorization of topic that is utterly sensitive for the people will be very effective. We term such topics as social nociceptors. So, nociceptor is a biological term which represents a type of sensory neuron to signal the damage happens in the body to the brain externally. When something happens externally to the body, some damage happens externally to the body, these neurons takes the information to the brain. We extend that term in the social context and use in our framework. So as an example, I can state one example like in the current situation, in current pandemic situation, COVID-19. This term is people are very sensitive towards this term, and it can be treated as a social nociceptor, and its exposure is quite global. So when news related to COVID-19 will be presented, so if that is presented in a very provocative or problematic manner, so there should be there should be certain words like vaccine, immunity, mask will appear on that context. So that is the basic concept of our approach. So there will be certain words which appear in the context of that particular social nociceptor. Again, the name of any kind of any religion or caste or political parties or cities, actually actually the topics on with which people are emotionally attached could be a potential social nociceptor. But first of all, it is essential to how to identify those nociceptors on the first place. So in this matter, we apply offline and online primary survey. So primary survey is basically a questionnaire based survey. We'll apply that method. So this is the basic framework we proposed. It is actually a two phase framework. On the first phase, we will do the primary survey thing, and in the second phase, we'll apply NLP, natural language processing methods, to classify news into provocative and trustworthy one. So in this framework, as I said, it's divided into two phases. In the first phase, we want to identify social nociceptor based on demography, religion, economic status. This will be done with offline and online surveys with questionnaire. Offline means by giving hard copies of the questionnaire to the subjects and taking their taking their responses. And online surveys will be delivered through mail, or maybe some website will be created. There people will give their answers. In the second phase, with collection of online posts, news, blogs, and other user-generated content will be collected. Natural language processing tasks will be implemented in this phase. Natural language processing tasks such as aspect extraction and aspect-based sentiment analysis. All this kind of natural language processing tasks will be implemented in this phase. I'll explain it later in the next slide. Judgmental comments on those topics will be analyzed. That means we actually create a concept, like we actually understand this social nociceptor thing as in this way. Like, if any sensitive topic will be judgmented, or will be have a very explicit sentiment or emotion attached to it, that could create something problematic in the society. We assuming that thing, and we proceed with this concept. We assume that judgmental comments will be straight in their sentiment or emotions. So, as I said earlier, that judgmental comments will be very straight with their sentiment. Either they are straight away positive or negative. Aspect-based sentiment analysis will be used to capture the sentiment around a topic. So, we'll apply aspect-based sentiment analysis around a particular topic. We will find, extract those words appear in that particular social nociceptor concept, and apply aspect-based sentiment analysis to identify the how intense the sentiment of towards that particular nociceptor. And some statements will be can be subjective as well, like which explain, which expose fear, disgust, anger, or can be more precisely estimated by emotion detection. So we'll also apply emotion detection on those kind of words, because not all the words are always very sentimentally binary. They can reveal emotions as well. So combination of both sentiment and emotion detection result in estimating the provocating or trustworthy news. So up till now we have progressed with we are preparing the questionnaires for offline survey to identify social nociceptor under the preparation. We'll also go with the online survey as well, and we are planning to start working on the NLP section by April of 2021. By then, we believe that we can collect enough information regarding social nociceptors. So these are my references, and thank you. And please, you are free to ask if you have any questions.